Hey there, guys. What's going on? It's your boy GTA Capone. Welcome to the Man Cave, and welcome to a stream of Euro Truck Simulator. Gonna play Euro Truck Simulator, and a new event has just turned up. Trade Connections Germany. Progress. See is 0 out of 10. I thought, yeah, let's go and see if we can do this. Also, I haven't streamed Euro Truck Simulator for a little bit, so why not do that? And it says in the description, goal, complete 10 total deliveries of any cargo between Germany and 10 other different countries. Each delivery must be at least 300 kilometers.
I'm another tree. Always thank the truck driver.
What's going on? I'm another tree. Always thank the truck driver. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. So, yeah, how you been, by the way? Haven't seen you in a little while. But I haven't been in here in a little while, so there we go. But yeah, it says each delivery must be at least 300 kilometers. This is also a community event. The entire community is required to deliver 50 million tons of cargo in a total Germany from any other country or vice versa. Each delivery must be at least 300 kilometers. Reward for your personal contribution of delivering 10 cargoes, you receive Brandenburg Gate statue cabin accessory as well as 3 random country pennants. Once the community goal will be accomplished, everyone qualified will receive the main menu background under the bridge, statue of the golden stag, and cute shepherd bobblehead. Qualify for the community reward, you must complete at least personal notes. Rewards are granted as tradable and marketable Steam items. Okay, so basically we've got to do complete 10 deliveries of any cargo between Germany and 10 other different countries. We've got to go from Germany to 10 other countries or from 10 other countries to Germany. So seems fairly straightforward. Okay, so let's have a look where we are now. Where are we? Looks like we're in Poland. Yeah, we're in Poland at the moment. Germany is over here. So looking good, looking good. Right, let's have a look about a job. Yeah, we're in Poland and Germany's right next door. So that's not bad. Not bad, we're right there. Okay, so is there a job that takes us from Poland to Germany? Yes, there is. One here. Yeah, this one here. Okay. Have we been to this place? Or let's see if we can kill 2 birds, because we're also trying to discover everything on the map. Right, where's that job taking us from and to? It's taking us from Berlin. Right, we've been to Berlin already. Okay, so the big dots are places we've been already. The small dots are places we haven't been. So have a the Poland. I mean Germany. Okay, so we only got that job to do. Have a look at the external contracts. We've got a bit more money from this place to Germany, but it looks like everything's going to.
Why am I here? What the truck? Oh my god, my jokes are terrible.
What's going on? What the truck? Why am I here? How you doing, mate? Welcome. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Your jokes aren't that bad. I think I got the worst jokes in the world. Uh, Alright, so it looks like we're going to Berlin. Alright, let's do this one here. Pays us £6,624. Let's just double check, make sure nothing else available. Yeah, see that one's only 4 grand. Do the six and a half grand job. There we go. This one. So what are we delivering? Like a forklift truck or something like that, or a roller. Oh, it's flatten the roads. All right, let's do that one. Also, what we're going to be doing as well is we're going to be driving from external view, so we get to have a look at the truck and scenery and stuff like that, and really get to enjoy what's going on around us. So there's our truck, our Mercedes Actros. This is a 1845, so it's not the biggest of trucks, but it's a decent
Why am
truck.
I here? I will joke battle you.
Joke battle me. Well, who can say the worst joke? The best worst joke. Yeah, I'm up for that challenge. Yeah, I'm up for that challenge, mate. Right. So it's right next door, we gotta go. Alright. Let's start the engine. Alright. Engine started. There we go. Right. I'm gonna do, let's go back to the external view.
Okay, shoot.
Alright. Man walks into a bar. Yeah? He sees a giraffe lying on the floor. So he goes to the bartender, he says, "What's that lying on the floor?" Bartender says, "It's not a lion, it's a giraffe." There we go. Beat that one, mate. Okay, so what we're gonna do is make sure the roof auxiliary lights are working. Everything looks like it's working. Just double check our lights. Main beam's working. Flashers are working. Right indicator, left indicator. Have we got a beacon? Oh yeah, there we go. We've got beacon. Looking good. Okay, beacon's working. Okay, so horn's working. Right, let's go pick up this load. Driving on.
Okay, here is a joke. My life.
Oh, that's a good one.
The tree. It's a Truckin light show.
Truckin light show. Truckin lights everywhere. Well, that's a good one. That's a very good one. Well done. Why am I here? Alright. Let me see. What joke should we go with? How are we gonna beat that one? I don't know. I think you got me there. I think the engines are pretty loud, so let's turn down the engine slightly. Audio. There we go, drop that down a little bit. There we go, that sounds a bit better. Got a load just to turn down the volume. Imagine that, eh? Alright, so turning left here.
Why am I here? I would tell you a joke about pizza, but it's a little too cheesy.
Is it? You know what? When I pick up the trailer, I'm gonna tell you one of the best joke in the world. I'm gonna tell you one of the classic jokes that I'm telling you. I don't know if I've told it to you already, but you're not gonna be able to top this one. As soon as I pick up this trailer and we get on the road. Alright, where is it? There it is. hazard lights are. Alright, let's line up the fifth wheel.
Why am I here? Try me.
Yep, you're gonna love this one, mate. You're absolutely gonna love this one. Alright, it's a perfect joke as well for the long journey. Right, let's lift up the trailer legs. There we go. Okay, so we've got the roller on the back. Is there hazard lights at the... Yeah, there is. The beacon at the back, so it's a beacon transport. Okay, so let's just double check our fuel. Got a full tank, and when do we need to take a break by? We need to take a break by 6 hours, so how long is this job going to take? It's going to take us 3 hours. It's not quite 300 kilometers a journey, so never mind. Okay, so here's the joke, yeah? Okay, so there's a bus conductor. I don't know if you know it. I don't know if you're familiar with a bus conductor. A bus conductor in the UK anyway, and he's basically every day him and his driver drive the same route, and they pick up a little old lady from... let's turn off the hazard lights. They pick up a little old lady from this stop, and every day she gets on, and she never pays. Never ever ever pays. So basically what happens is the other customers, they write into the bus garage and they say, oh, it's not fair, this lady's always getting on, she never has to pay any money, the bus conductor's always letting her on, why is he allowed to do that? That's out of order. So garage manager calls in the bus conductor and he says, listen, you can't be letting this lady on every day because, you know, other customers are complaining, it's not right. So bus conductor says to the garage manager, okay, tomorrow morning when she goes to get on the bus, I'm not going to let her on. So next day she comes to the same stop, and then this is a route master bus, by the way. It's one of those buses where it's just open at the back, you just basically step on the bus and go and sit down, and you know, the bus conductor rings the bell, driver strides, people ring the bell, the bus stops, that sort of stuff. So she comes up to the stop now, the bus comes up to the stop the following day, and bus conductor standing at the back of the bus, and the little old lady goes to get on the bus. As she goes to get on the bus conductor puts out his hand and he goes to tell her, like, sorry love, I can't let you on at the moment because, you know, you're gonna have to pay because some people have complaints. So he puts his hand out to try and stop her from getting on the bus. At the same time, two kids on the bus are playing about and they press the bell. As they press the bell, the bus driver starts to drive off. This time the little old lady's got one hand up on the bus. At the same time as the bus started to move away, all of a sudden she falls backwards, slips, cracks her head open on the concrete. Ambulance comes, she's dead. You know, they can't save her. She busts her head open. Yeah? Now, thing is, other passengers, they don't know what's going on. All they see is the bus conductor put his hand out as the bus drives off, so it looks like he pushed her off the bus. So anyway, he gets arrested for attempted murder. He goes to trial and they're in the court, he goes to the courts, and he gets found guilty of murder. So basically what happens is, because it's a death penalty of the, it's a death penalty that he gets sentenced with, because basically he killed the little old lady. She's a nice friendly woman and all whatever. So the judge says, okay, so in 2 weeks time you're going to go to the electric chair. So he goes to prison. He's in prison for 2 weeks. Basically day comes where he's supposed to be electrocuted or put to death by electric chair, and they strap him into the chair. The vicar comes and reads him his last rites and says, you know what, do you have any last words to say? So the bus conductor says, I'd like to thank my family, I'd like to thank all my friends for the life that I've lived. And you know, everyone's crying and his family's all sad and upset and blah blah blah. So Vicar says to him, okay, may God have mercy on your soul. So, the executioner now turns on the juice, shocking him, shocking him, shocking him, shocking him, shocking him. Shocks him for a little bit, and then stops shocking him, and he's lifeless in the chair. So the doctor comes up, checks his vital signs and stuff to see if he's dead, no pulse. So he says, right, he's dead. As they start to take off the straps, all of a sudden he wakes up. Like, he's like, oh, what's going on, you know? So it's like miraculously, he's just been through the electric chair and he's not died. So basically he goes in front of the judge the very next day, and the judge says, well, I don't understand how you've managed to survive. However, you're still sentenced to the death penalty, and so we're going to have to do it again. So the very next day they strap him back in the chair, put him in the chair. They, you know, the vicar comes, read him his last rites and stuff. If there's anything he wants to say, he says, I'd like to thank my family and friends and stuff. You know, I love you all, and all the rest of it. They all go through the same motions. This time all the press has come to watch this execution now, because obviously this guy survived the electric chair one time. It's amazing. So vicar says to him, okay, may God have mercy on your soul. They strap him in, they strapped him into the chair, turns on the juice, and the executioner shocking him, 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 shocking him. So they shock him now for like 3 hours. Yeah, you know, it's going blue, green, orange, red, you name it, all the colours of the rainbow. So basically now, when they decide, alright, he's had enough, the doctor comes up, checks his vital signs, no movement, no life signs, yeah, he's dead. So what they do is they start to unstrap him. As they unstrap him, all of a sudden he wakes up again. He's like, where am I? What's going on? This time all the place is screaming, everybody's like, the photographers are taking massive pictures, and you know, they're like, oh my days, how come this guy has survived this electric chair a second time? So anyway, take him back in front of the judge the very next day. The judge is like, oh my days, I don't understand this, how come you survived twice? He says, right, listen here, Mr. Bus Conductor, I understand that you've managed to survive the electric chair twice, however you're still sentenced to die. So what we're going to do is we're going to put you in the chair one more time, and this is my final ruling. If you survive, then I have no choice, it's God's will that you be alive, I have no choice but to release you, let you go, and you can live your life, you're a free man. So this time now the whole world is watching. The next day he's in the chair, you know, there's a slight smug look on his face, because obviously he's been through the electric chair twice, you know. So TV stations, news cameras, and all the whole works, you know, the whole world. This is bigger than the Floyd Mayweather fight, you know. So they strap him in the chair now, you know. They tell the people, turn off all the house lights, all your kettles and stuff. They need as much juice as possible. They're going to give him the full works, the city-wide shot, you know. Vicar says to him, have you got any last words? And everybody in the place starts laughing their head off. So he says, yeah, I'd like to thank my family, my friends, my mum, my dad. I'd like to thank my sisters, my brothers, everybody who knew me. You know, thank you for being a part of my life, and yeah. So the vicar says to him, have mercy, may God have mercy on your soul. Executioner turns on the Jews, shocking him, 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 shocking him. For 4 days they put him through this electric chair. 4 days they're shocking him. Yeah. Anyway, they do it for 4 days. They leave him there in the chair for another day, just to see if he's gonna wake up. He doesn't move for the whole day, the whole 24 hours. Doctor comes up, checks his vital signs. He is brown bread. He is definitely dead. No pulse, no heartbeat, nothing. Executioner takes off the straps. As he takes off the straps, guess what? Yep. Oh, he wakes up. So now it's a miracle. You know, everybody's saying, oh my God, this man has survived the electric chair. You know, he goes in front of the judge the next day. The judge says, well, there's nothing else I can do. You've served 3 life sentences. I have to let you go. Now, because of this last shot was like for so long, and you know, it basically fried his brains. You know, he's vegetable now. Well, not quite a vegetable. He's still alive, but he loses his mind, and he decides that he's going to go and live in the forest as like a hermit. You know, cave dweller sort of thing. So anyway, it's all over the news and stuff, but you know, as things do, as time goes on, it no longer becomes news anymore, and you know, people forget about him and stuff like that. Look at this idiot. Bloody hell. Anyway, so anyway, years go by, and there's a young reporter who hears about the story, and she wants to go and do a investigation about it, because she wants to find out, you know, what actually happened on that day and all the rest of it. So she tracked him down. She finds out from locals and stuff where he's living, and finds out he's living out in the mountains. So she decides, yeah, I'm gonna go and find out what's going on. So she meets up with him. When she meets up with him, she talks with him about what he's living on, how he's eating, sleeping, and all the rest of it. And then finally gets to the point where she gets to ask the questions, because she wants to know. So she says to him, you know, you went through the electric chair 3 times. How did you survive? You know, tell us, please. So he looks at the sky. He looks at the ground, he looks left, he looks right, then he looks straight into the reporter's eyes, and he says, I guess I wasn't a very good conductor. I'm waiting for the response now. I think you've disappeared. I don't know why I'm here. See, I told you guys, the greatest joke in the world. Right, so it looks like we're staying straight here and then going over towards the left. Let this red car go. Love them. towards Berlin and Zentrum. Clear left. And clear left again. Limit goes down to 50 kilometers an hour. Oops, we're supposed to be going left there. Just about got away with that. Wasn't watching the sat-nav. Okay, turning right here. Taking the next left. Go right in here now. Take up both lanes just so we've got enough room. There we go. Hazard lights on. Okay, so the challenge said we needed to do 300 kilometers per journey. This journey was only 200 and something, so I don't think we did enough. But it's alright anyway, at least we're in Berlin now, so whatever journey we take out of here, as long as it's over 300 kilometers, should fit the criteria. Right, handbrake on, engine off, beacons off, hazard lights off, and let's drop the trailer legs. Lovely. Sorted, right. Okay, what we got here now? Overdraft was overdrawn and it's now settled. Okay, so we're looking for a job that's gonna take us at least 300 kilometers into another country. £5,000, not a lot of money. Let's have a look. We're in Berlin. Got a special delivery job there, but how far is it going to take us? Only 187, so we can't do that one. Alright, let's have a look at length, longest route length, which is this one here, 230 again, so still not up in the ranks. Let's see if we can change that. Go to gameplay, preferred job length. We're at the maximum, so we need to get up in the rankings. So you know what we'll do? Do that special delivery. That should be pretty fun. Press that one there. Oh, where's it gone? There it is. Alright, we'll do this escort job. Special delivery. That'll take us back into Poland. Right. Until we can get up in our rankings to actually start our challenges, because we're not high enough in terms of experience. Right, so here we go. Right, we need to take a break, but I think, if I'm correct, basically, we should be reset in terms of energy and stuff when we start this special job. I think so. We shall see. Alright, away we go. Turning left at these traffic lights. Okay. And turning left here. Alright. So it's this one here. Berlin to Schatzsein, something like that, or Schätzsein, something like that. Alright, let's go for it. There we go, truck's tanks were filled and driver's hours was restored. Nice, big job to do. Okay, so about to haul special transport. Okay, so first things first, turn on our engine. Our engine's running. Turn on our beacon. That's the main thing. Alright, This is a big baby. Right indicator, left indicator. Hazard lights are working. Reverse light, brake light. Good. Everything's working. All lights are working. Where are we going? We're going out that way. So, away we go. Okay, so those markers that you can see in the mirror, the red and white stripes, they're basically telling me the width. So we got to make sure that when we're passing any obstacles, we keep those in mind, and that should help us when manoeuvring. We got an escort for this delivery job as well, so that's great. Okay, so the front escort has already started to pull away. There's the rear escort behind us. Oopsie daisy, what have we hit? Oh, the back of the trailer. Oh my days. Okay. Alright, what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to reverse up and not take it so wide. Okay. Alright, this is rear steer, so we can see the rear wheels starting to turn. Okay. Hopefully we'll get out now. Alright, there we go. Alright, the front looks like it's out. The front is out. Just got to make sure the back gets out. Look at that. Okay, we're out. Wow. Okay, away we go. As we're a special delivery, we don't have to stop at any traffic lights. Right, did we do any damage? No, so we're alright. How long is it going to take us? It's going to take us 2 hours, 55 minutes. So just under 3 hours, and it's 184 kilometers. Not too bad. There's the front escort and there's the rear escort.
There you go, Baggins. Nice barrel.
Hey there, Baggins, how you doing? Yeah, it's not a bad one. A bit big, innit? How you been, mate? You been alright? Right here.
Babo Baggins, I have been busy.
Yeah, I can imagine. How's your city coming along? Alright, this is going to be very tight. We need to get this spot on. Nice and easy. Nice and easy, Capone. There we go. Lovely.
Babo Baggins, I haven't had time to work on it for a while. I've been battling blackouts.
Oh dear, sorry to hear that, man. You sound like you're not very well at the moment. Drink some Lemsip, that always helps me. People taking pictures.
No fun, just disappointed.
Oh, is it? What happened, mate? Share with me, my friend. How can I help you, if I can? If you want to, that is. Okay, it's starting to get dark now, so we'll turn on our headlights. Oops, is that high beam? No. Okay, right indicator on. Careful, Capone. Nice and easy. There we go. Taking a little work to get up the hill. There we go.
David Baggins, around 10 PM while going Go Astrom, our local electricians decide to cut off the power, because shutting off the power was a good idea in the middle of a midnight storm when people need to be able to see. So that only lasted for around 5 to 7 hours. Happy days, I guess.
Oh dear. Oh mate, that sounds like... Yeah, governments, when they choose to do something, they don't really care about the people, do they? All they think is, oh, this is what we need to do. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Do you have a lot of power cuts? And then if you do, I suppose you got to make sure you got candles and matches and gas and stuff like that as like emergency, just to make sure that you can still see and cook and stuff like that. That's the thing about living in like modern society.
Bago Baggins. This was the 3rd time this year.
Oh mate. Sorry mate. I mean, Britain ain't that bad in terms of power cuts, but our electric bills are so expensive. That's what I was about to say. That's the thing with living in modern society. Like, we become so reliant on electricity, gas, water, you know, those sort of things, that we no longer know how to function without them. I remember I used to go camping back in the day when I was a young one, and you know, all you had was a tent, and you had to make sure you had a fire, and you make sure you light the fire, and you know, cooking food without all the mod cons like seasoning and, you know, salt, pepper, ketchup, mayonnaise, all of that sort of stuff. Food tastes a lot different as well, you know. But hey, well, I hope the electric's back on now. It sounds like it is. Well, it must be, innit? You're here on the stream. Unless you're using some homemade generator or something like that. Yeah, I tell you, man, the things of mod cons that really frustrate me is my internet provider. Internet service, not even my provider, my internet service. Basically, where I live, there's... Okay, so where I live, basically we can't get fiber. So, we can do internet like looking at emails, maybe watching a bit of Netflix, YouTube, stuff like that. But for streaming, it's non-existent really. Very difficult for me to stream, so it gets really frustrating because there's so much videos I want to like stream and so much games I want to play on the streaming. Just can't do it, or I can do it, but it's got to be at like times like this where the network ain't that busy. So I do feel your frustration, my friend. We'll just pull over to the left a little bit so we can avoid those bollards. There we go. And that car. Okay. 11 o'clock at night, and we have 9 kilometers to go. It's not bad
Bago
drive.
Baggins. Well, I can tell you that your stream is running very well at the moment. Usually there are stutters every now and again.
Yeah, it's because there's no one on the network, and it messes up my day because, like, basically, like, for example, I got a lot of time in the day sometimes, and I want to do like streaming of cities or streaming of project cars or this or, you know. But because there's so much people on the network, there's just not enough bandwidth. And so, like I say, in the evening, or like, for example, what's the time here now? It must be, what, minutes to 5 in the morning? Just gone 5 o'clock, I think. So between like 9-10 p.m. and like 5-6 o'clock in the morning, I can do really good streams. Like, you watch, probably in about an hour and a half or so, the image will deteriorate and it will start buffering and all the rest of it. But hey ho, can't have everything in life, I guess. Okay, going straight over this roundabout. There we go. And turning right into this yard here. Okay, so we want to watch the back end because we know it slides out. Or it spins out, there we go. So we want to put it as wide as we can. There we go, right, we're in with the front. Now we're watching the back legs just take it all the way around. Look at that, rear steer. Beautiful, eh guys? There we go. And the thing is, I've got a decent PC as well, so I could really get some like nice video quality. Like, if my internet could handle, I would stream at like 1080p or 4K 60 frames a second, because my PC can handle it, no problem. It's just the internet, you know? Never mind. There we go. Beautiful. Delivered to perfection. Okay, engine off, handbrake on, beacon off, lights off, and let's drop the trailer legs. There we go.
Babo Baggins, casually delivering a radioactive container to a sketchy building, another day of trucking.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, so we are, where are we? We're in Poland, aren't we? Let's have a look. Yeah, we just crossed over into Poland. We need a 300-kilometer job from Poland to Germany. And the longest we have, what's that, Denmark? That one there, which is 190 kilometers, so still not long enough. Okay, let's look at external contract. Yeah, been to Rostock already. Alright, we got that one to Berlin, 187. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll head into Poland, see if we can go to a place that we haven't been to. Need to get up our rating. What's this? Oh, it's up into Sweden. Oh, no. Need to start from there. Okay, been there. Poznan. Oh, up into Denmark. Been to Denmark? I bet we've been there, haven't we? Gedser. Let's have a look on the map. Gedser. Yeah, we've been to Gedser, so we don't want to go there.
Babo Baggins, 190 kilometers is like going to school distant.
Yeah, a little bit. Gedser, Poznan. Pro stock. Okay, external contracts. Gedza, Poland, Berlin, Pro stock. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have to go to somewhere that we've been already. Right, what pays the most? So that job there pays 5,100. This best freight market job pays 9,000. So I guess, nope, 4,000. So let's do an external contract. Do this one, 5,125. So delivering, what's that? Just under 5 tons of ventilation shaft. Yeah, let's do that. That takes us up into Denmark. Yeah, so the ferry job as well, so not too bad. Oh, we're right there in the yard. Brilliant. Ignition on. Alright, lights on. Let's have a look now. So we have 7 hours of drive time, which is good. Got a full tank of fuel because of that last job, which is good as well. So, alright, let's go pick up the trailer. £14,000, which is good. Hazard lights on, safety first always. Time 11 at night. Alright, under she goes. There we go. Lift wheels in. Alright, lift up the trailer legs. Okay, so it's a ventilation shaft, and it weighs, what did I say, 5 tons? 4 tons. Not bad, 4 tons. Okay, let's go. Alright, no beacon for this one, hazard lights off. Okay. How long's the job? 292 kilometers, 6 hours 13 minutes to complete. But a lot of that is on the ferry, so. Left and right, nobody's out on the streets this time of night. Oh, where we go? Go straight over the roundabout. This is quite a long trailer, you know. Oh, 50 kilometers is the speed limit. Yeah, that's the other thing about my streams as well. What was I gonna say? Yeah, that was it. I gotta make a decision as to what I want to stream. Whether I want to stream like a simulator or I want to do something. I tend to do, when I'm streaming, I tend to do like action games. Because that's like, or especially when the internet connection is good, because that's when you get the best out of the graphics and stuff. Like City Skyline, that's very static in terms of graphic, so I tend to not stream that as much in the middle of the night. And I'll probably go for something like this, or project cars, or something like that. It's got a lot of action, a lot of fast pace, so you can get, you know, the best out of the stream. Oh, 80 kilometers an hour is the speed limit. I'm going too slow. Wonder why that car flew past me so fast. There we go. Okay. Going around the slip roads. Turning left. Oh, I can't wait. Red Dead Redemption's coming real soon. Less than 2 weeks to go. Oh, pops up ahead. What's going on there? Oh, they pulled him over. There's a caravan. see the windmills in the distance there. Quite a sharp corner, so we're just gonna put our foot on the brakes just to cover us as we're going around. There we go. And the next right hander. Lovely. And away we go. Oops, sorry mate, blinding him. Okay, so we want to take the first left that's coming up. Let this car go and then we'll come out after him. There we go. Up to 80 kilometers an hour. right here. Cops there. Okay, turning left here. Kilometers an hour speed limit. Let's get over to the left hand lane after this black car passes. There we go. Okay, looking left clear, looking right clear, away we go. Right. Okay, straight on for the ferry. No ferry port in this town, so right. Could go there. I will go there. 45 minutes. It's good so that we're going to, innit? Okay. Engine on. Oh, away we go. Is our lights on? Yep, lights is on. Careful when coming off the ferry port, make sure we come out the right exit. It's not for the level crossing, it's further on. Okay. You know what I might do actually, when we reach this destination, I think I'm actually going to drive manual. I'm going to switch on the gearbox, actually drive the truck manual. Okay, that'll be interesting. I've not driven manual from this view before. And the thing is, I'd need to see my rev counter and stuff. Okay, so how do we get down here now? Let's go to the right. Oh, down there. Okay. Oopsie daisy, careful. Hazard lights on. How are we going to put this in now? So, okay, that's where we need to park it. I think we actually came in the wrong way, so we've actually made it more difficult for ourselves. But what we'll do it like this. We'll go right the way up here. Get the back end over as far as possible. Like that. Keep it to the right as much as possible. Stick the nose around there. Like that. Okay. There we go. Alright, we're coming too close. So now we're going to do what I call 50p turn, which is basically turn the trailer on itself. So we're almost jackknifed the trailer. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Get her straight now. That's it. That's it. Do it better than that, innit? Oops, wrong way. There we go. Oh! Getting it all confused now. That's better. Alright, straight back now. There we go. Lovely. Engine off, hazards off, lights off. Got the trailer. Not bad. Oh. Okay. Alright, let's set ourselves to manual. going to be difficult, but we'll see how we get on. Right, so what I'm going to do is, right, first gear, there, first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, sixth gear, and toggle 1 and shifter toggle 2. Okay, automatic gearbox, turn that off. Shifter toggles use switch mode. Okay, so first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Okay, so what we need to do now is, what's that? Shifter toggles use switch mode. I don't know what that means. I know what that means. Transmission type, 8 shifter. There we go. Okay. Aha. Right, we're not using automatic transmission anymore, but that don't really matter. But we'll set that anyway. Okay, so. Okay. Let's go in the truck just to have a look, make sure it's working fine. What are we at? 19,000. Right, so inside the truck. Turn on the engine. Right. So. That's reverse there. First, second, third, fourth. Then we flick that. Fifth, sixth. And then if we flick that button, that's 6 high, 5 high. Flick that. 4 high, 2 high, 3, 2, 1. And the crawler gear. Where's the crawler gear? Where's the crawler gear? Have we not got a crawler gear in this? Alright. Guess we ain't got a crawler. 1, 2, 3, 4 low. Click that button. 1 high, 2 high, 3 high, 4 high. 5, 6 high. Okay, so it's 12 speed. What's that? 1, 6. Yeah, it's a 12 speed gearbox that we got at the moment. Okay. And no crawler gear. Alright, we'll leave it in high for the moment. Okay, cool. It's going to be difficult because we're not going to be able to see our revs, but we'll see how we get on. Okay, so we need a job to Germany that's over 300 kilometers. Right, we're currently in Gedser. Gedser to Berlin. That's how far? 250, still not long enough. Okay, let's look at job length. Yeah, that's the longest, 250. Okay, let's look at external contracts. Yeah, 250 is the longest we can do. Okay, so let's look at a job that's going to take us to somewhere different that we've not been to, which is these small dots. Let's look at the highest price jobs. We've been to Berlin, Scheitzen, we've been there. Hessenberg, we haven't been up there. How much is that? 4,714. External contract. Scheitzen, 6,000. That one. Oh, hang on. Been there already. Hessenberg. 4,435. Alright, let's do this. Polaris lines up to Frisia. What's that? 15 tons of electric wiring. Right, we've got to take a break somewhere. How long before we need a break? 4 hours 15. So we'll go pick up the load, and then we will find somewhere to rest. 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning. Right, lights on. Still quite early, but we'll just put on the side lights. We won't put on the main beams. Yeah, just side lights for the moment. Alright, where are we going? Alright, out the depot. Okay. Alright, so we're using manual box. There's reverse, so we're in 1 high. Alright. Gonna see a lot of stalling now. How do we get out of here? Turning left. And then turning right. Clutch down. Should really have the webcam on for this, isn't it? But maybe next time we'll set up the webcam. Alright, away we go. Really, coach driver? Really? Okay, there's Polaris lines. It feels a lot more natural. The engine's not revving so hard driving with manual. And we can do block changes as well, which is great. Great stuff. Okay, over there. Crossing there. Excuse me. Okay, there's the trailer there. Hazard lights on. So we've got 2 reverse gears as well. Reverse high, reverse low. Mainly you use reverse low when you got hoods on the back. But you're able to reverse in reverse high when you've got nothing that you're pulling. There we go. In you go. Get under there, girl. There we go. Handbrake on. Trailer legs up. Okay. Hazards off. Right, so we need somewhere to have a rest. We can see right next door is a rest place, so we'll go and have a rest over there. In the ferry, no, not the ferry, it's over here, isn't it? Come out and turn left. Okay, cool, let's go. going left and then right, innit? Clear left, clear right, cool. Away we go. Left into here. Nice and easy. There we go. And we'll take the one that's in the middle. Right there. There we go. Engine off. Lights off, and let's have a sleep. Okay, 3 PM. Engine on. Alright, away we go. Alright, how do we get out of here now? I think we'll spin it on its head. I don't know what's down there. I've got plenty of fuel. Oops, wrong gear. Manual gears, it's a lot of work to do, but we get it. Alright, up to 5. And up to 6. Drop down to 5 high just to give us a little acceleration up the hill. Okay, now down to, up to 6. There we go. Okay, turning right here. Alright, drop down to 4. Woo! Yeah. That is tight. Okay, we're through. Nice block change there, up to 3 high. Down to 4. This trailer's pretty big, you know. Up to 5. Okay, so we've got a lot of traffic. So we'll actually stop here. go. Oops. Okay. Someone's gonna let us out, are they? Okay, that car's letting us out. Thank you, mate. Say thank you. Hazard lights on to say thank you.
Family 78, making some euro monies.
Hey there, mate. Yeah, we're making some euro monies. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, earning that little caviar. Yeah, I'm trying to
Family 78, could I miss playing Euro?
yeah, it's a really good game. Really, really good game. What I'm actually doing is I thought I would stream using the external view at the same time using a manual. Well, I've just started to use manual gearbox as well, and I need to get enough experience up so that I can do these over 300-kilometer trips, because there's a challenge going on at the moment. 10 countries, 10 deliveries. I've got to make deliveries, at least 10 deliveries from in between Germany and 10 other countries. So, but each journey's got to be 300 kilometers or more. So yeah.
Family 78, did you explore Oregon DLC map on ATS, American Truck Sim?
Yes, I did. I did a little bit of Oregon a couple streams ago. It's good. Right at the top of the map, you've got a bridge where a tugboat goes under. Yeah, that's pretty exciting. Plus, yeah, it's good. It's a really, really nice map. I enjoyed it.
Family 78, how's the graphics in Oregon?
Yeah, they look really nice. I mean, I had real graphics mod on at the same time, so I don't know what the vanilla looks like, but from what I saw with the real graphics mod on, it looks tight. It looks really nice, man. Especially like you got the logging areas where you pick up the logs and you see all the machinery doing its stuff. Alright, we need to come down to 4 high, innit? Down to 3 high. There we go. Oh, too low a gear. See, I really need to see my rev counter.
How to get the real graphic mod in ATS?
Okay, so if you go to Steam Workshop, I normally search it by basically just go to Steam Workshop and set the options to look for the most uploaded or most popular, I think it is, most popular of all time, and it's normally up there in the top mods. Subscribe to the modder. I think it's Franklin 64 or something like that. I think so.
Family 78. Oh, I just answered my own question, dummy,
Be nice to yourself, man. But yeah, it's in a Steam Workshop, so you can get it there. Like I said, I've turned off the mod today. I wanted to see what it looks like in terms of... One thing I don't like about that mod is there's quite a lot of glare on the lights. The indicators on. There's quite a lot of glare on the lights, on the lenses. and that makes it look a bit unrealistic for me. But other than that, the graphics do look nice. There was a
Family 78. See what happens when I have a real job as a truck driver then in the game.
okay, nice. What firm do you work for? Do you have your own truck? Oh, what's going on here? There we go, up to 5H. Need a bit of power. So really, I need to...
Family 78. I work for Walmart company.
Nice, very nice. So you drive what? A Peterbilt, is it? Right. 9 kilometers an hour. Okay, so let's go down to 4H. Alright, is there a barrier or is it straight through? Straight through, that's good.
Family 78. I drove sometimes Peterbilt 579 and Freightliner XL Classic.
Nice, nice big truck. Okay. Yeah, I was looking on a survey of people that play American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator, and it seems that most people who really drive trucks in real life prefer to see the external view, and people who don't really drive trucks in real life, they prefer the in-cab view. And I think it's because obviously when you're driving a truck in real life, you know what the inside of a cab looks like, you know, whereas driving, like when you're driving a real truck, you don't get to look at your loads, you don't get to see, you know, surroundings and stuff like that. What do you say? Is that true for you?
Family 78. And she's a beauty.
Nice.
Family 78. AI testers.
So when's your next load or shift? Do you know where you're going? How long it's going to take you?
Family 78. Can't type bullshit.
You're a trucker, you're not a clerical staff, so it doesn't really matter, mate.
Family 78. Today is my day off.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, I got 2 rest days myself. I drive in the UK. I drive the Mercedes 2145 or something like that. And I do work for a company called Truckin. Don't know if you've ever heard of them. Subcontractor.
Family 78. I won't be back on the road till tomorrow.
Okay. go down to 4 high. There we go.
Family 78, late like around 6 p.m.
Okay, so you're doing overnight then? Alright, nice.
Family 78, yes, sometimes night or 12-hour shift.
Okay. Okay, Hessenberg. I'll walk. Turning right here. Okay. There we go. I've got parked car up on the right hand side, so we'll just pull out into the centre of the road. Just give him a bit of space. There we go. I think we'll go down to 4 high. Struggling to get up that little bit there. Just letting that car know that we're here.
Family 78, where are you off to today?
What, in the game? Oh, I think we stalled it. There we go. In the game, we're off to Hessenborg. We're just basically dropping this load. We're almost there, actually. As you can see. Like I say, I'm trying to build up my rating so I can get over 300 kilometer
Family
jobs.
78, no, in real life, yes, the game, lol.
Yeah, I'm literally around the corner, Hessenborg. That's where I'm off to. What are we carrying? I don't even know what we're carrying. We're carrying 15 tons of electric wiring. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to build up my
Family
ratings.
78, nice.
Trying to build up the ratings so that I can do these 300. Because there's a Germany challenge at the moment. 10 countries of loads to Germany or from Germany, and each of them has to be over 300 kilometers. So, oops, can't pull away in 5. There we go. It's better. Okay, Frieger there on the left hand side. Okay, so where do they want it now? Let's have a look. Looks like they want it there on the left hand side somewhere. That's what we'll do. And it's nice and wide. Alright, hazard
Family
lights
78,
on.
does it has a Jake brakes?
It's got a retarder, but oh, we came in the wrong way. It's got a retarder, but not the same as like the Jake brake on an American truck. Okay, so we're gonna have trouble now.
Family 78, oh.
Simply because we came in the wrong way. So what we're gonna have to do, we'll go all the way round, and then we'll have to go back out on the road and reverse it around the corner. There we go, watch that near side. Okay, cool.
Banana 78. Oh, remember this drop? I got it on my first try.
Oh, okay. Nice one. I just saw you in the corner of my eye there. Come on. Alright, what we'll do, because we want the back legs to go around that way, we'll come in from this side. There we go. Oops. There we go. Okay, it's rear steer at the back. Okay, fair enough. That last leg's is steering, which is good. Watch that parked car. Okay. Watch that one over there. Whoopsie daisy. There we go, that's better. Oops, over the curb a bit. Don't matter. There we go. Bit of snaking, but that's fine. Let's just straighten her up. There we go. Lovely. Beautiful. Handbrake, engine off, hazards off, and we'll drop the legs.
Banana 78. Nice, back it up in nicely.
Thank you.
Banana 78. Nice.
Thank you, thank you. Not bad. Okay, level 9. Let's see if we can get the distance job. What are we doing now? We've got ADR there. We need longer distance in it, so we can get this tournament competition. Okay, couple upgrades. Okay, so we got a new visor and okay, twin axle at the back on the Volvos. Okay, trailers. Okay, a couple trailer colors. Right, Right, let's have a look now. So we need job to Germany, over 300 kilometers. Let's have a look now. So we are in Hessenburg, Germany. No jobs to Germany from here. Let's look at external contract. Okay, Rostock, 261. So still not long enough yet. Still not long enough. We need 300 kilometers. Okay, so that's 7,600. Actually, yeah. See if the route length. That's going the other way. Right. Okay, we won't go to Germany then. What was that? 7606. It's to Rostock. What was that? 6225. Great market jobs. We've got Poland. In there? No, we haven't. Alright, I tell you what, let's do that one. That's gonna take us on the ferry, which would mean if we get a job into Germany, we should get our distance, and it's just a long ferry ride. Yeah, let's do that one. So even though it's only 5,200, yeah, we'll do that one. 5271. Okay, hazard lights are still on. Right, when do we need a break? We need a break. Well, we can get on the ferry, 6 hours 51. So if we get the load and get on the ferry, then that'll take us in terms of our taco break. Right, where's this trailer now? There's a freight market. Yeah, that one there. Okay, 18 tons of iron pipes. Let's do this. Alright, it's round the back again.
Banana 78. Every time when leaving the yard, always make sure your gas tank is filled.
Yeah, my tank is full. Yeah, see, we've got about, what is that? What's that, 1,000 miles? 1,000 kilometers? Yeah, plenty of fuel. So we're nice. We're nice. We're very nice. Strong gear. Alright, hazard lights on. Fifth wheel. Get that under. Get under there, girl. There we go. Handbrake. Trailer legs. Very good. Right. Hazard lights off. And away we go. Right, so if we can get to the ferry, we should be able to have a nice long break on the ferry, which will mean...
Banana 78. Alls I make stupid of myself cause when I get out of the yard and like about 2 inches away from the red light my gas was empty and I was stuck in the middle of the intersection.
Yeah, that's happened to me once or twice. Alright, clear left. Oh no, not quite clear left. Let this car go. Oh, come on, Range Rover. There we go. Alright, watch that back leg there. There we go. There we go. Right, so if we can, like I say, if we can get to the ferry in our taco time, then we should have a nice long ride on the ferry, which will reset our taco. Shouldn't have to stop. Alright, up to 5 high.
Valerie 78. I mean ours is like being nice and all and never get like enough space to make a right turn out of the yard.
Yeah. Yeah, it's annoying sometimes. But hey ho. Adds a little bit of a challenge. They just don't have no sense. It's like real car drivers. They don't realise the size of your vehicle. The amount of times I've come down a tight street and come head to head with a car and they think we can pass. It's only when you get right up on them and they see the size of your truck that they realise, oh, we're both not going to fit.
Valerie 78. Especially if carrying oversized load.
Yeah. Clear left, clear right. Away we go. Alright, up into the splitter.
Valerie 78. You need get some rest, dude. Look at your meter.
Yeah, I'm trying to get onto the ferry. Like I say, I've got, how long have I got? I've got 6 hours before I need to take a break. So if I can get onto the ferry, then I can get a break on the ferry. And I think it's like a 4 or 5 hour journey on the ferry. That should be enough time to get some rest. Alright, 70 kilometers speed limit. Up to 80.
Valerie 78. Form for Win Hong Kong. Valerie 78. LOL.
gonna allow the energy built up into the truck to slow us down. Not really gonna press the brakes. As soon as we get to 70.
Banana 78. What steering wheel you're using?
I'm using a Fanatic Club Sport. Okay, so my setup, I'm using a Fanatic Club Sport steering wheel, using the Fanatic shifter, I'm using a Fanatic hydraulic brake, and I'm using a, what's it called, the Thrustmaster pedals, Thrustmaster TH5A or something like that. Yeah, it's not bad. I get all the sensations in the wheel and stuff. So yeah, I like it.
Banana 78. Oh okay, I'm going to get the G27 for the PC.
Yeah, the G27, because that's really nice, because you can get the shifter for that. The truck shifter with the high-low ratio shift switch. I don't know if it's officially made by Logitech.
Banana 78. Yeah.
I don't know if it's officially made by Logitech, but yeah, I've seen them on eBay. I had a G29, and I think you can buy the shifter on its own. I've also got a G920 for my Xbox. That's a really good wheel, the Logitech wheel. It's what I started with. I started with the Logitech GT back in the day when I was first playing. I think it was on PlayStation 3 when I was first doing driving sims. And then I went to the G25.
G27 connects to the shifter.
Yeah. Then I went up to the G25, then I went to the G27, then I went to the G29 and the 920. And then I've gone up to Fanatic. The only thing I would say is an issue with the Logitech.
78. It's a one-part steering wheel.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The only thing that I don't like about the Logitech is you can't interchange the wheels. You know, you can't change from a Ferrari wheel to a Formula 1 wheel and stuff like that. And I think that's where they're missing the game, like, because even on the Thrustmaster you can interchange wheels. Okay, so it's 9 PM, so let's turn on our headlights. Starting to get a bit dark. But yeah, Logitech is a really nice wheel. They make some really nice wheels. Oh, also it's a bit smaller as well. I think it's like, I don't know the size of it, but slightly smaller than the Fanatic wheel.
Banana 78. God, those hiccups you keep getting, does that affect your driving?
Hiccups? What do you mean hiccups? Is it buffering? Is my stream buffering? It's probably my internet connection. Like, it's running perfectly smooth on my screen. So if it's like stuttering, then it's probably my internet connection. Apologies.
78. Like loading.
Yeah, no, it's not loading at all here. That's my internet.
Screens.
Yeah, that's my internet. Apologies about that, mate. Like I say, I've got a really bad internet connection. But yeah, everything's moving lovely and smooth where I am. I mean, I've got everything set to the highest settings, and there's no frame drops, no buffering.
You didn't get a ticket from that.
Got away with it, innit? Wheels was over the line. I think the police probably saw my intentions. Okay, so we're going right around the roundabout. Left around the roundabout, sorry. There we go. And left, right here again. Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to struggle. Alright, away we go. I'm oversteering.
Banner 78. Cause I was stopping so hard and my driver wheel of my truck passed the white line like 2 inches from that, and police said, oh, you pass over the white line, I'm going to give a ticket from that assholes.
Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. I've had tickets for a lot less. I've like, sometimes I'm driving down the road and it just ticks over like the speed limit. And then they give you a ticket. Oh, you let me go, are you? Cheers, mate. You're just gonna make it a bit difficult though. But it's alright. There we go.
Banner 78. Okay, I gotta get some sleep for work tomorrow. Have good stream and talk to you next time.
Alright, my man, thank you. Thank you for joining with me. Take it easy. I'll see you on the next one.
Banner 78. Here's the host, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate the host. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take it easy. Banana, banana.
Banner 78. Okay, bye.
Alright, bye. See ya. Okay, so then left it. Oops, wrong gear. Don't want to do that. Let's try to change it down the ratio. There we go. Turn off the engine. See if we can get some sleep on the ferry. So how far we gotta go? Oh, it's 10-hour ferry ride. Even better. So we're definitely gonna get a rest. Alright, there we go. So our taco is now reset, which is brilliant. 9:02 in the morning. We're in Poland. Oh, where we go? Right, which way are we going? Turning left. That's great stuff. Turning left at the traffic lights. Come on, girl. Oh, he's letting us go. Thank you, mate. Oh, you changed your mind, did you? Right, around about. And then turning left at the next roundabout. So let's go over into the left hand lane. Okay, left indicator. Okay, he's letting us through, thank you. Didn't actually check the junction there, but we're coming up too fast, so no worries. turn lane. Okay, turning left at the traffic lights. See if we can catch them. Speeding a little bit, but just trying to get up to the lights. There we go, we're through the line, so we can continue. Oh, there's been an accident. Okay, let's go over to the right hand lane behind this truck that's carrying these Scanias. There we go. And we're going to be turning right here. Down to 4 high. Alright, hazard lights on. I don't want it there. Nice easy one. There we go. Okay, engine off, hazard lights off, and drop the trailer legs. Go. Lovely, right. So let's have a look now. Could spend a bit of money on our truck. What's the bank saying? Is it going to lend us any? Oh, right. We can borrow 3,000. 43 with our 26, 69. Not quite enough to. Not quite enough to get another truck. Not enough to pay off our debt. So let's continue. What a Germany job that's going to take us over 300 kilometers. Nope. Let's have a look at external contract. Only taking us back into Sweden. So the highest price job, that one is £6,900. Freight market job is 13,000. Oh, on here 8,800. Yeah, we'll do this. 11 tons of forklifts from Dacia DHR, and it's somewhere where we haven't been. Lodz in Poland. That job. That one there. Alright, engine on. Oh, that's handbrake. There we go. Right, how far? 3 kilometers to the depot. Pick up the loads. Oh, there we go. go right. Okay, we've got a couple places that we haven't passed there, so let's unlock these two places here. Oh, traffic lights have changed. Oh, come on. Agency on the right. We go straight ahead. We have a truck dealer on the right as well. Okay, so here's Dacia. Right, so what was it now? LODS 8825. Configuration of trailer. What can we do? We'll take the black trailer, low bed. There we go. Take job. Okay, there's the 3 forklifts. Hazard lights on. There we go. There we go. And brake. Trailer legs up. Right, how much time is this? This is 328 kilometers. 5 hours. We've got 9 hours drive, so we can do it. We should be able to do it all in one. Right, has this got a beacon on? Yep, so we'll turn on our beacon. There we go. Hazard lights off. Okay, he's letting us go, thank you. Right at the traffic lights.
Disabled legs. Hello, good morning.
Hey there, disabled legs. Good morning. How you doing, mate? You alright? Welcome. How you been, mate? You good?
Disabled legs. You're doing great so far. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing wonderful, mate. I'm living the best life as always. Thought I'd do a bit of Euro Truck Simulator today. Yeah, I'm doing wonderful, mate. Just woke up, yeah? What's your plans for the day? Other than watch me play some video games. Oh, 50 miles an hour. 50 kilometers an hour speed limit. Better slow down a little.
Disabled legs. So what we hauling today? I see a buttload of forklifts. I just woke up and I just realized that I forgot to charge my phone. My plans. Play a lot of games as always.
Yeah, I like to hear that, mate. It's the best way to spend a Saturday. Yeah, I am hauling a load of forklifts, as you can see. We're going to be taking them through Poland to a new place. Where are we going? We're going to Lodz. DHO in Lodz. 11 tons of forklift. I'm actually using a manual gearbox today. So I'm basically changing the gears myself.
Disabled legs. New place. Nice.
Yeah. So yeah. It's a bit tricky using external view and using manual gearbox because you've got to be changing the gears while changing camera views with the mouse and stuff. But it's interesting, it's been working. I don't know if I'm ever going to go back to the internal view. I'm having too much fun with the external because you can get to see your load and stuff.
Disabled legs. Manual. I don't know what that means, XD.
Okay, manual, I've got a gearbox next to me. So I'm changing the gears myself. So you can see I'm in 1 high, go up to 2 high. But I can also do block changes. So I've gone up there to 4 high. Then I press a button on my steering and now I go up to 5 high. And this has got, okay, so the truck's got 12 gears. It's got 6 low gears and 6 high gears, as well as it's got 2 reverse gears. Reverse low, reverse high. Now normally when I play the game I just put the gearbox into automatic, just press the throttle and it changes itself. Whereas now I'm changing all the gears myself. So it's making it a bit more tricky and interesting at the same time. Bit of a challenge.
Disabled legs. Oh okay, so basically a lot of more work and brain power.
Yes, that's it in a nutshell. A lot more stress, because I like to make games stressful for myself, I don't know why. take off mile an hour on the retarder. We're catching up to that mixer truck, so indicate going left. Okay, so we're coming up to toll road in a minute.
Disabled legs. I like a challenge.
Yeah, same here, mate. I love challenges. Right. Now, is this a straight drive through or is it a stop at a barrier? It looks like it's a stop at a barrier. Yeah. Right, pay the money, barrier goes up, and away we go. To 80 kilometers again. Let's get in front of that van. There we go. Okay, just paid off some money on our loan, 7,600. This is quite a long drive, 4 hours, 260 kilometers left, so...
Disabled legs. Yesterday at school some kids were trying to beat up this guy, so I finally may have a little bit stepped in and have now had detention.
Oh dear. You was the hero, was you? And then you ended up getting into trouble for it. Oh dear. Well, did you tell the teacher like why you did what you did? And in any case, I mean, the guy who you helped out, he's going to appreciate your actions, so, you know. When do you start your punishment? Is it on Monday?
At least I did a good deed, and yes I did it just because the school has a 5 policy, where it's when you think you get detention.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, I mean, just ride your time, bide your time, you know what I mean? Do your time in school prison. When you finish, yeah, you just come out, carry on.
Disabled legs, and yes, it's Monday, sad face.
Well, at least it's not on a Friday. Friday, I used to always get Friday detention. They're the worst, man. It's just when you want to go home, everybody's going home for the weekend, and you're in school, sitting down in the stupid classroom. You know what I mean? So annoying. We'll follow the IKEA truck through. Come on, mate.
Disabled legs. At least it isn't on Saturday, which can happen and it's horrible.
Really? Saturday detentions, you got to go to school on Saturday. Oh mate, you don't want that kind of detention. No, I never had no Saturday detention. Oh, that's hard. That's punishment, man. That is real punishment. That should be illegal. Putting kids in school on a Saturday, you know. One day off that they get in the week to do what they want to do, and they're gonna have to be in school, sitting in a classroom because they did something. You must have been really bad to get a Saturday detention. I remember when we was at school, my brother threw like £3,000 worth of paper out the window. It was like on the second floor. And basically, you know, schools get everything in discount, like...
Disabled legs. One of the guys in my class had 6 hours Saturday detention because he beat up a teacher for calling him fat. They go baggins. Big off, you have a thing called detentions.
6-hour detention on Saturday, oh no! Did they make him do it all in one? Yo, that's the whole Saturday. And what do you get you to do? Schoolwork. Oh, mate. I would have been fuming.
Disabled legs. All in one, yes.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No, I wouldn't. Well, I'd have to go, I suppose. But I would be mad. I would be mad. Yeah, like I said, I remember my brother threw like £3,000 worth of paper out the window. And schools get paper really cheap. And we was like high up in, and he just like opened the big, because you know you get the big box, I don't know if you know, but you get boxes of paper. I think they call them reams. I mean, they had like 5 ream box, and he was just fluttering it out the window. Because it was funny. It was funny to see the paper just fluttering down. Just fluttering down here on the floor. Oh, that was funny. What else did we do in school? We did bear stuff in school. We got up to bear mischief. What else did we do? Oh, we put foil in the school microwave and watch it like short circuit. But my brother was bad. He was really bad, more bad than me, because I'm like 3 years older than him, yeah. So I went to secondary school, and then I was there for a couple of years. No problems, no trouble. The first day he come, 2 days later I got into a fight.
Disabled legs. Oh, I remember one kid put a bench on fire.
Ah, that must have been funny. Yo, school days are the best, man. You need to enjoy those days while they last, you know? Like I say, you must do your schoolwork and get a good education, but at the same time, there's opportunities for you to have great fun. I remember we was in the music room, and we was playing music, and we was cranking up the bass so loud that the speakers, they was on like little shelves, the speakers dropped off the shelf and smashed. So everybody just legged it. You know what I mean? You know, in school you don't even worry about what's going on, you just run. Ah, those were the days. I miss my school days still.
Disabled legs, unless you got Saturday detention.
Nah, I've never had that. I've never heard of that. That must be a new thing for you guys, for you youngers. Nah, I would be mad at anything to do Saturday detention. No way. No way. And especially if someone in the class got me in trouble for Saturday detention. Yo, it's on, you know. It's on. I would knock them out. I would knock them. Serious. No, I don't want no Saturday detention. And then all you got left is Sunday and on Sunday you have to get all your school books ready and all your uniform ready and stuff like that. Nah.
Disabled legs. One kid had 3 hours and he left after 10 minutes.
Well, if you could get away with doing stuff like that, I'd probably do that as well, you know. I probably wouldn't even show. Or do they take a register? If they take the register, I'll wait for them to take the register, tick my name, and then I'm out. I'm out. I'm off ski. Yeah, no, I can't do no Saturday detention. Saturday, are you crazy? You know? Been in school all week. Slugging your guts out, you know what I mean? Eating those school dinners. You know? Nah, and then the one day you get off. The one day you can do whatever you want. And you gotta go back to school. You know?
Disabled legs. I did that once. They chased me for 5 minutes XD.
Oh, that must have been funny. You running around the school halls, the teachers running after you. Saturday detention. That's like corporal punishment, man. That should be illegal. Him tried to overtake the truck there.
Disabled legs. Then one hit assigned.
Yeah. So do you have school dinners or packed lunch? I remember I saw on the internet recently somebody, I don't know if it's true or not, if it's a real video, but there's a video of somebody who put laxatives in the school lemonades and all the kids were crapping themselves, man. In bins, in the water fountain. Oh, it was funny. One girl was running down the hallway and she slipped over in the crap. Oh, it was funny. I was laughing my head off. Good video, but I don't know if it's true or not. But it's funny anyway. What did I used to love to eat at school dinners? I used to love apple crumble and custards. What did we used to have? We used to have stuff like shepherd's pie, the mash where they used the ice cream scoop and give you.
Legs. I put 10 sugar blocks in a teacher's coffee once. Disabled legs. He vomited.
We used to put drawing pins on our teachers' chairs. Like, basically the teacher, like we used to have the hard plastic chairs. And so you put like the drawing pin there and you watch the teacher sit down. Oh, that was funny. Got into bare trouble for that though. Got into a lot of trouble for that. Oh, what happened there? Look, look, look. Oh, it's a joke driver, car driver. Oh, there we go.
Disabled legs. I remember playing City Skylines in Class 1SS.
Yeah? Yeah, we never had phones and stuff in my day. You know, in my day nobody had mobile phones. You only had a house phone. And our phones, when we used to, like, we had touch tone phones, but most people in their house, they had like a phone which had the numbers 1 to 0 around like a dial, and you just have to push the dial of the number all the way around and then let it come back, and then all the way around and let it come back, you know. Yeah, no one had mobile phones. I only had mobile phone when I left school. I remember the first phones that came out, the brick, a big massive phone, looked like a walkie-talkie. And I remember the Motorola's. I remember when, if you're in the UK, I think you are in the UK, innit? I remember the one-to-one phones before it was called T-Mobile.
No offense, but how the heck did you survive?
Yo, we survived outside, mate. We played on our skateboards, we played on our BMXs. I had a chopper, I had a chopper bike. You know, we didn't need phones back then. No, we lived a good life. It was always outside, you know. And if somebody phoned your phone, like if somebody was coming around, they would call the house phone and say, yeah, I'm on my way or I'm coming around, you know. And if you couldn't get someone on the phone, you had to wait till you see them. Yeah. Not no sending text message, where are you? The most we had, like when I just left school, was a pager. We had pagers. And so if you was balling, if you had money, like, then you'd have a pager. And what happens is you dial the number, you speak to the operator, and the operator will say, what would you like to say in your message? Tell the operator what you want to say, and then they send the message to the pager of your person you're trying to contact.
Disabled legs. That's kinda sad.
Nah, man, those were the days, man. Those were the days. I mean, you guys are talking about games. We used to play on, like, the first console I used to play on was called an Atari 2600. Atari 2600, yeah? Oops, I need to change down the gear. Right, and so basically, it came with a joystick, and it had one button, yeah? The joystick had one button. There weren't no multiple 10, 11, 12 buttons controllers. There was one button, and it weren't wireless either. You used to have to plug it in, yeah? And the games come on cartridges, and we used to play Space Invaders, Pac-Man, we used to play Donkey Kong, like proper Donkey Kong, where you used to have to climb up the ladders and jump the barrels and save the princess. We used to play Snakes.
I still have a PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4 and the GameCube.
Yeah, PS1 never came out till I left school. Back in my day, we used to have Super Nintendo at school. This was like when I was in the last few years. You had Super Nintendo, we had the Neo Geo, we had the Mega Drive, the Sega Master System. We had and for PC, okay, so the first PCs I had was the Atari ST, the Commodore Amiga 500. You know,
Disabled legs. I love Space Invaders.
Yeah, Space Invaders is the #1 game. You know, we used to play a game called Asteroids as well. Used to play loads of those were the games that all of these games are built around now, you know. I think I clocked Space Invaders once, you know. And back in them days as well, games never used to like have infinite play. You used to have something like 3 lives. Once you lost your 3 lives, that's it, the game starts again. So you used to have to be good at it. You know, not like where you get save points and if you die then you can continue from your save point. Nope. You die, you go back to level 1. Right, here we are, DHL. Yeah man, those are the proper games. You know, took real skill. Hey, Bomberman.
Disabled legs. Oh, Tetris.
Yeah, we had Tetris. We had Tetris on the Game Boy. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Game Boy was like the #1 console, or the handheld. #1 handheld. Game Boy was hardcore, you know. Black and white screen as well. And it had 2 buttons, A and B. That was just after the Nintendo Entertainment System came out. And that had Duck
Disabled
Hunt.
legs. I have a Game Boy laying around.
Okay. Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, man. Game Boy was the one. Tetris you had on there. You had I think you had Double Dragon. You had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. See? And you guys are watching like Transformers the movie. We had the original Transformers the movie. It was a cartoon where you had Optimus Prime, Megatron, Starscream, Soundwave.
Disabled legs. Duck Hunt.
Yeah, Duck Hunt. Yeah, Duck Hunt, where you had the Nintendo Entertainment System gun, and you could do either clay pigeon shooting or shoot ducks. Woo! Just crashed. Yeah, man, that was the one. That was the one. And we had Mario Brothers, the original Mario Brothers. Yeah, it weren't like today's
Disabled
standards.
legs. My dad had almost all the game consoles.
Okay, yeah, well he knows what I'm talking about then. Okay, if he did, ask him, did he have a ZX Spectrum? Yeah? If he had a ZX Spectrum, I'm gonna salute him right now. Yeah? And if he did have a ZX Spectrum, ask him what sound did it make when it was loading. Yeah?
Disabled legs. And games. And I will.
Yeah. Yeah. ZX Spectrum. Yeah, it used to have a tape deck on it as well. It's hardcore. I used to love the ZX Spectrum. Used to go around my uncle's house all the time to play it. You know? Yeah, those were the days.
Stay _hydrated_bot. At GTA_Carponi, you've been live for just over 3 hours. By this point in your broadcast you should have consumed at least 12 ounces, 360 ml, of water to maintain optimum hydration.
Okay, so what are we looking at now? That's taken us back up to Paris now. We've been there already. That's a job right the way over to Poland for 6,997. See, really, we want to go into Germany. There's no normal job. Let's check the external contracts. See if we can get external contract job into Germany. Okay, so internet's playing up. Let's try again. Okay, let's try one more.
Disabled legs. He did.
Oh, he did. Alright, ask him to make the noise when the ZX Spectrum was loading. After you've asked him, I'm gonna make the noise on stream. Right. Lords. Poland. So we've got a couple jobs in Poland. Got a job to Czech Republic, innit? But no jobs to Germany. Alright, so let's have a look now. We haven't been there. Stock, which is as far over to Poland. That's 5,000 from DHL. And the freight market jobs. We got a job for 7,000. Been there already, so we don't want to go there. Alright, let's do this one.
Disabled legs, and he said that he's made a fuzzy noise when it started up. Either I'm legally deaf or he did say he smashed one he had.
Alright, so the noise it used to make, yeah, it used to be so it would make that noise when it's loading up on the cassette, and you used to have to sit there for like 25 to half an hour, 25 minutes to half an hour while this tape loaded up all of this encoding. I mean, oh, those were the days, man. Those were proper consoles.
Disabled legs. Oh, I know that sound from memes.
Yeah, that's where it comes from, the ZX Spectrum. You probably can go on YouTube and type in ZX Spectrum loading sound, and there'll probably be a video of somebody actually.
Disabled legs. I remember hacking my Wii.
Okay, now that's a new console to us. We was the first one with the nunchucks, isn't it? I know when you first got the Xbox 360, you had the was it the Xbox One? I think it was the 360 where you could use hand gestures without nunchucks. Okay, let's do this excavator job. I think this will probably be the last job for today.
Disabled legs.
It looks like
yes.
it looks like my internet's starting to crack up. So we'll do this job from Lodz to Białystok over there in the east of Poland, and it's 22-ton excavator. So we'll click on there. Right, where we gotta go? Just next door to Dasha. Also, we need to take a break as well. How long before we need to take a break? 3 hours 14. So let's pick up this trailer and then we'll go find somewhere to chill out. Yeah, man. Those were the days, man. I used to always, and also ask your dad, yeah, if he was if he had a ZX Spectrum and he had all the consoles back in the day, that means he used to go to the arcade. And if he used to go to the arcade, ask him what was his favourite game in the arcade. Because in my day, we never used to have like all this technology in your house. So in order to play the really good games, you go to the arcade, you put your 20p in or your 10p in. I used to love Street Fighter, I used to love World Cup 90. What did we used to play? We used to play Killer Instinct in the arcade.
Disabled legs. I can recall he brought me to an arcade.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to play Outrun. Used to play Ridge Racer. Time Crisis with the gun.
Disabled legs. And wouldn't stop playing Street Fighter.
Yeah. Who was your character? Okay, so most people when they start playing Street Fighter, well, most people in my day, first character they used to play with was Chun-Li because of the 100-foot kick or whatever. Then after Chun-Li, they would probably go up to Guile, and the really good guys, the ones who was like proper hardcore at Street Fighter, they would use Ken and Ryu, or if you was like proper mad at the game, play with Zangief, Dalsim. Right, what are we doing? It's the job. Oh yeah, it's the excavator one, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. 1997. Okay, we can change the configuration. We'll take the red trailer.
Disabled legs. Well, I'll have to go ask him.
Yeah. One of the games I used to love in the arcade was called Double Dragon. That was a hardcore game, so I love that game. Alright, where's the trailer now? I don't think we picked it up. I think the job disappeared. Alright, let's go back again. Yeah, I think the job disappeared. We'll run out of time. Alright, let's have a look again. Alright, freight market job. Oh, there it is. Alright, take job. Alright, there's a trailer. Okay, cool. There we go, straight under. Yeah, I spent bare money in the arcades back in the day, man. I remember my dad gave us, me and my brother, £50. And that was a lot of money back then to go and get some McDonald's, and we were supposed to bring back the change. So my brother had 25 quid.
Legs. He said he doesn't remember, but that he was a try-hard.
Okay, nice. He was a tryhard, was he? Cool. Yeah. Like I say, I used to play Killer Instinct. Virtual Fighter came out in the arcades when I was a young one. That was like, I mean, the graphics now are rubbish, but back in the day, they was like, that's what we used to call next-gen graphics. Right, hazard lights are off. I mean, my Atari ST, I had the Atari ST 512, yeah? And the hard drive space was 512 megabytes. And that was the hard drive, the whole hard drive. We used to have we used to take floppy disks, and the actual space that was on the disk was 1.44 megabytes. So when you bought a game, sometimes you used to have like 10 to 12 disks to load it. You'd have a loading disk, and then you'd have the install disks. And so you'd sit there for hours installing all of these disks, and then once you've installed the game, you then use your loading disk to start your game and stuff. Yeah, man. And back in them days as well, you never used to have no sound on your PCs. So you used to have to buy a Sound Blaster sound card, and they was expensive. Like, oops, let's get going. I mean, I think the Sound Blaster when it first came out was something like £300, and it was like 16-bit sound. Yeah, you got better sound on your mobile phones now. Got more memory in your mobile phones than we had on our whole PC. And then I got into the main desktop PCs where you had the 286, 386, the 486. I had a 386, but back then the 486 was the daddy. That was the daddy of the PC world. Alright, we need somewhere to take a rest. Yeah, man. Yeah, Windows 95, Windows 96, 97 I think it was, or 98. I can't even remember. But I wasn't really into operating systems and stuff back then. I used to just play the games. And so I'd take it to my uncle would fix it up and make it all work and everything. And then I would just go to like HMV and buy the games. Yeah. Oh, the good old days. And I think I got my first...
Disabled legs. I just realized we have an arcade machine in our garage.
Really? Okay. What game was it? That must be hardcore. I always wanted a pinball machine. Used to go to the arcade to play pinball as well. For some reason, pinball games never really took off on the digital. Like, people would play pinball machines in the arcade, but they never really played pinball games as a video game.
Disabled legs. I think it's Pac-Man.
Nice. Oh, that's all right, man. Yo, you should get it working, man. Thank you, mate. Yeah, man, if you can get it working, that's brilliant, mate. Okay, so we need to find somewhere to rest. Maybe we can rest at this toll crossing. Looks like it.
Disabled legs. I think it is still working.
Okay. Did you have to put money in it then?
Still.
Nice, go for it, man. Yeah, man, that's the original arcade machine. Your dad must be blessed to have that. Okay, so we can park up here, but that truck's in the way, so we'll have to go around him. Park up in front of him. This looks like it's going to be a night delivery. Right, we'll pull up in the front one.
Disabled legs. If I do have to put moms in it, I can assure you I will hardwire to take paper.
Alright, so what we used to do, yeah, in order to scam the machines, I don't know if you can do it anymore. I don't know if it will work on your dad, but be very careful, because I don't want you to short out your dad's console or your dad's arcade machine. But what we used to do is, okay, so you know cookers, sometimes the electric starter doesn't work. And you can go to the hardware shop and you can get like a clicker, which is a button which you basically a little handheld device which you can then use it to spark a gas fire and you can get your cooker working. Well, what we used to do is we used to take out the mechanism out of that starter, yeah, and at the bottom, you know where the coins come out, there's like a little metal ring. What we would do is we would click right there on that, oh, we need some lights. We would click on that little ring, and what that would do is it would trick the machine into thinking you'd put money in, and it gives you credits. So, I don't know if that still works, it might do. But if you did it too much, then what would happen is it would over-credit the machine, and it would crash the machine. So we'd go to the arcade and play arcade all day long with this clicker machine.
Disabled legs. Either it's on my end or your stream froze.
Yeah, it's probably mine. It's getting, I think it's just gone 7 in the morning. Was it 7:24 in the morning? Which means the network's starting to fill up now. Whoops, careful. I want to drop out the gearbox. Oops, I've already done it. Yeah, so what's happening is because people are starting to get up and use the network, my internet is going to start to go down in quality. So that's what I'm saying. This is probably going to be the last journey of the stream. I would love to stream longer, but you know I can't because of the network. So sorry about that. But yeah, we used to take the clickers and we used to go to the arcade. A friend of mine used to sell like credits because he's the first one that showed me how it works and stuff. And he would sell like credits to people. Like you probably get like 10 credits for like 10p, 15p. You know, and back then that was a lot of money. You know. I mean, buses. Could you imagine getting on the buses? I think buses, when I first started riding buses on my own, I think it was like 15p to go one way. You know, 15p. Could you imagine getting on the bus for 15p? And lunch. We used to spend 70p on lunch. On dinner money. Just walk. Used to go to the corner shop and used to get like a quarter bag of sweets for like 20p. Oh, the old days, eh? The old days where life was simple.
Disabled legs. Either I'm wrong or that's really cheap.
Yeah, it was cheap, mate. Yeah, 15p to get on the bus, and that will take you from end to end. Well, a bag of chips used to cost what? 30 to 60p. Well, I don't think you know much about cars in terms of petrol prices and stuff. When I first started driving, it used to cost, I think it was like 60 pence a litre. Yeah man, prices have changed. I used to get pocket money. It was like £2 a week. And that was a lot of money back then. And we used to have savings back then. You used to be able to buy all the bits and pieces you want and have money left over out of your £2 a week. You know what I mean? And we never used to have the pound coins, we used to have pound notes. The actual pound was a note. Like the American dollar.
Baggins, can you convert that to dollars, please?
Oh, from okay. Let me have a look now. Oh, I haven't got a calculator on me. I'll have to well, the exchange rate would have been different as well. It would have been, you would have got more pounds for your dollars. Let me have a look. Where's my phone? Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. I can do it here. Do it real quick. Let's have a look now. So we click on
Disabled
here like
legs.
that.
£1 is like $1.6.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Aussie dollars. To GBP 1983. Let's see if it actually does it. Alright, Australian dollar exchange rate. Let's have a look. Okay, so 1983. Right. So it was 91.3 pence to, yeah, what's that? Yeah, $1.40. I think that's $1.40 to a pound. Yeah, I think that's $1.40 to a pound. Not 100% sure. I think that's correct. And now it's 85 cents, 85 pence to a dollar. Yeah. I think so. Not 100% correct. I think so. But yeah. Money was a lot. Your money stretched a lot more back then. So, okay, so we got on the bus for 15p. So that's what? 15, 30, 60, 90. So that's what? 6 times. 6 times you could get on a bus and have 10p left over. Back in them days. Oh, the good old days. Now everything's necking expensive, man. You gotta pay an arm and a leg just to live. I remember we used to have video player, don't know if you know about that. We used to have the Betamax and the VHS. And if you had a video, I mean, you was balling, you know what I mean? I remember there was 4 channels on the TV, only 4 channels. BBC One, BBC Two, ITV and Channel 4. And I remember Channel 5 came and started, like, maybe when I was in my teens. And Channel 5 was like, wow, we got 5 channels. But back in them days, you go to America and, you know, everybody had like hundreds of channels and stuff. I remember when cable television first came, and they used to give you the box and you used to watch cable TV. I remember when EastEnders first started.
Now we have 1K Lunels. Disabled legs. Channels.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. And back then, television used to end like I think it was like midnight. Midnight, you'd have the national anthem, and then that was it. BBC used to switch off. You know, TV used to switch off, and then it would come back. I think maybe like 4 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Don't quote me on that. I can't remember the times exactly. And back then we used to have real TV studios, you know. Like there weren't no repeats. There weren't nothing like Netflix or anything like that. Gosh, you know. Used to have to buy videos. Used to go to Blockbuster, a video shop. Used to sell like videos of movies. Not buy them, rent them, sorry. Probably cost you like £1 or £2 a day. You rent them, and you used to have to remember, you get charged if you don't rewind the tapes when you bring them back. You used to have to rewind them before you bring them back to the shop.
Disabled legs. Wait, you couldn't Netflix and chill. Wow.
Nope, there was no such thing as Netflix. No such thing as Netflix. There was nothing like that. There was, if it weren't on live television, it wasn't on. Like, or not live television, if it wasn't broadcast on one of the 4 channels, you couldn't watch it. So like, for example, people used to set up their video recorders for when they're at work, and like when a program came on, the video would start and record the show, and then you watch it when you get home. But then the video was like on a tape. It was like on a brown tape, and if you kept on recording over it, eventually the quality would just go down and down and down. Yeah, I saw you from a long time, mate. Yeah. What else did we had? We had record players. We had Sony Walkman. We had the new technology when I was growing up was the portable CD player. That was like, if you had one of those, I'm sure they cost like 100, 150 pounds back in them days. They was expensive. Very expensive.
Disabled legs. I have a jukebox in my house.
Nice.
David Baggins. We still have a Blockbuster near us, although the company closed down, and only a few are left. Oh, and Netflix was out back then, but in DVD form.
Was it? Okay, no, we never had Netflix over here. Netflix only came when it was a subscription service on the internet. I remember back in the day we never used to have internet. Like when you had the PC, you used to have to buy all your operating disc, and you know, you never used to get Windows Update disc, or you should buy, like, you go to the shop and buy an update disc to update your operating system, and if your system broke, that was it. Like, you just have to wipe it and start again. Oh, the good old days. There was no such thing as HD. It was standard resolution.
Just one of the many reasons why England's bad. Get good, LOL.
We're getting goods, we're getting goods. Oh man. But like I say, most back them days, we never used to be inside. Like, we used to always be outside on our skateboard or roller skates. We had roller skates, and the new craze when we was roller skating was inline skates. Like,
disabled legs.
You know?
Boy, England is good.
Yeah, England is alright, mate. England. Back in them days, football teams used to come from the actual place that your team is playing. So if you was from Liverpool, you'd play for Liverpool, or if you was from Manchester, you'd play for Manchester City or Manchester United. You know, you never really had international players that come from different countries. I don't know when that started. Yeah, man. Those glorious days. Okay, milestone discovered. What was that, 20 kilometers to go? Gosh, that journey went quick. Straight through the lights. What else do I remember? What was the highlights? What else did we used to do? Oh, what we used to do when we was out on our bikes, like to make a motorbike sound. Okay, so you got the brake caliper on your BMX. You get a piece of cardboard or a lolly stick, and you put it in your brake caliper so that it rubs on the.
Do you remember? Cause I remember.
Do you remember? Because I remember. Yeah, on the brake calipers, you put a lolly stick or a piece of cardboard, and you stick it in there so that it actually rubs against either the spokes of the wheel or against the rubber of the tire, and then we'd have motorbike sounding BMXs. Yeah, man. Those were the days. I remember bikes. We had bikes.
Legs. That's a reference from South Park.
No, it's true. It's true. That's what we used to do. That's exactly what we used to do. You know, South Park stole it from the history books, mate. That's exactly what we used to do. And so the faster you pedal is the higher the pitch of your bike would sound. So yeah, man. Yeah, we had a thing called Smokies as well.
Disabled legs. No, what I said is a reference XD.
No, what you said is a reference. Yeah, we had a thing called Spokies, and what they used to be is little plastic things that you used to put on the spokes of your wheels, and the faster you ride is they go further out onto your bike. I can't remember if they was luminous or they had little lights in them. I think they was like luminous colours, so they used to glow. They used to be red and blue and green and pink and stuff. And the faster you ride is the further out they get on your spokes, and then when you slow down they sort of fall back to the centre of the of where the spokes are in the wheel. Yeah, man. I mean, my weekend would consist of. Oops, I stalled the truck. My weekend would consist of, number one, Saturday morning you get up bright and early and you watch Saturday morning cartoons on either ITV or I think there was one on BBC as well. We had Mallet's Mallet, we had Fraggle Rock, we had the Care Bears, we had Gem, we had Barbie, we had He-Man, we had Transformers, we had Thundercats. Thundercats was quite new though. We had Bill and Ben. We had Thomas the Tank Engine. We had Ulysses. We had Cities of Gold. We had She-Ra. We had what else did we have? We had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was new. So we'd watch Saturday morning cartoons every day. Smurfs, the proper Smurfs. I'm not talking the movie, so I'm talking proper Smurfs. We had, and we'd probably go out all day on our bikes. You know, go riding up and down. Then you come in about lunchtime, have a bit of lunch. You go back out on your skateboard or your bike or your roller skates, and you probably come in like 5, 6 o'clock, maybe 7 o'clock when the street lights come on. And then once the oh no, I went the wrong way, never mind, I'll have to reverse it. When the street lights come on, you come in and have your dinner, and then you probably watch a bit of family TV together. That's not going to work. Not got enough room to turn around there. What we'll do is we'll pull up next to that trailer there. good old days. The good old days. I think I'll go down to low ratio. There we go. Too much steering. There we go. That's better. Straighten up now. There we go, lovely. Cool. Handbrake, engine off, hazards off, beacons off, and we drop the legs. Alright, there we go. Not bad. Okay guys, well my internet is starting to play up a little bit, so I'm gonna call it a morning, a night, a evening, wherever you may be in the UK or the world. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. My name has been GTA Capone. Shout out to Bilbo Baggins, and shout out to was it Disabled Leg? Greetings, nice to reminisce with you guys, nice to go back to the old days. I'll see you later on this evening, hopefully. Probably about, what time now? 7, probably about 12, 13 hours from now.
Disabled Leg. Yes.
Yeah, it's been nice, mate. Yeah, around about 12, 13 hours from now, if the internet connection is decent. And we'll probably play something else. We might come back to a bit more Truck Simulator. I may go over to the American one, or we may go into a bit of City Skyline. Not sure yet. See how the day goes. Anyway guys, hope you enjoy your Saturday morning, afternoon, evening. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Bye bye.